What if I told you that ancient Indian texts written over 3,000 years ago might contain scientific principles that modern physics only discovered in the last century? Ancient wisdom that somehow predicted the Big Bang Theory thousands of years before telescopes even existed? Sounds impossible, right? Well, prepare to have your mind blown. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most fascinating mysteries, the scientific principles potentially hidden within Vedic creation stories. If you're new here, make sure to stick around, because this might just change how you see the relationship between ancient wisdom and modern science forever. The Vedas, especially the Rig Veda, contain creation stories that have baffled scholars for centuries. Take the Nasadiya Sukta, or the Hymn of Creation, which begins by describing a state before existence where neither the non-existent nor the being was then. Sound familiar? That's because it eerily resembles what modern physicists describe as the pre-Big Bang void, a concept we only formulated in the 20th century. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, this is just coincidence. Ancient people couldn't possibly have understood quantum physics. And you're right to be skeptical. I was too when I first encountered these parallels. But stay with me, because the similarities don't end there. One of the most striking concepts in Vedic cosmology is the idea of cyclical time. Universes being created and destroyed in endless cycles. These aren't just small cycles either. The texts describe kalpas lasting billions of years. Now compare that to modern theories of an oscillating universe or even multiverse concepts being explored by contemporary physicists. The parallels are, at minimum, thought-provoking. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Vedic creation story includes the concept of Hiranyagarbha, a golden egg from which the creator god Brahma emerges. Many scholars interpret this as a symbolic representation of the universe expanding from a single point, remarkably similar to Big Bang Theory. Is this just creative interpretation? Or did ancient seers somehow intuit fundamental cosmic principles? Now, I'm not saying the ancient Vedic rishis had particle accelerators hidden in their ashrams. These texts were primarily spiritual and philosophical, not scientific treatises. But is it possible that through meditation, observation, and deep thought, they stumbled upon universal truths that science would only confirm millennia later? Think about it. People often assume ancient civilizations were primitive in their understanding of the world. But what if they just had different methods of acquiring knowledge? What if intuition and observation led them to insights that we're only now confirming through our sophisticated instruments? Here's something most people don't consider. The Vedic understanding of the universe was holistic, blending what we now separate as science, philosophy, and spirituality. The concept of Brahman, the universal soul connecting everything, might seem purely spiritual, but doesn't it also resonate with modern systems theory or even quantum entanglement? Now, before you fill the comments section with arguments, I should clarify that scholars are deeply divided on this topic. Critics rightfully point out that we should be cautious about retroactively applying modern scientific concepts to ancient texts. These connections are speculative and interpretive, not definitive proof that the Vedic seers understood quantum mechanics. But that's precisely what makes this field so fascinating. It challenges us to reconsider our assumptions about knowledge acquisition and the capabilities of ancient civilizations. It invites us to ask, what if different pathways to understanding exist beyond our current scientific methodology? The real question isn't whether the Vedas contain scientific formulas. They clearly don't in the modern sense. The question is whether they contain intuitive understandings of natural principles that science has only recently formalized. And that's a question worth exploring with both an open mind and healthy skepticism. So what do you think? Could ancient wisdom and modern science be more connected than we realize? Or are we just seeing patterns where none exist? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on this mind-bending topic. If you found this exploration fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom and modern understanding. And don't forget to check out our video on the mathematics hidden in ancient Egyptian architecture. The connections might surprise you. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.